There, this is Carrie from Stamp with CT. It is time for our Facebook Live. It's Wednesday, December the 14th. I am excited to be here with you today. So as usual, if you're watching this part of the video, you're probably catching the replay. So welcome, replay crew. Glad to have you here. I appreciate you. And hopefully Facebook will smile upon me today and send out some notifications so some people can join me live. If not, we'll just go with it and we can do the replay. But I am so excited to be here with you today. I have some new product to share with you, have a cute little project to make, and we're just going to have a little bit of fun crafting and connecting. It's what we do, right? So I have been in my room this morning freezing because it's cooler here in Texas today. And we have an old house. For those of you that don't live local, we live in a very old house. It's almost 100 years old. And the ceilings are high, I think about 10 or 11 feet. And I am just a little over 5 foot tall, so I can't reach the ceiling fan. So I finally broke down and drug in the step stool and finally got the fan turned off. So it's better now, but I was even making Oliver cold. So I hope you'll say hello as you jump in. Good morning. And I also hope you will hit the thumbs up or heart or wow face, some type of reaction. I think you may have seen that Facebook sent me a little video, and I shared it with you, that I think I had reached 1,300 reactions to my posts in the last 30 days, which is so cool. And it's also so y'all. That is all y'all. And I appreciate you doing that. I've told you many times that that really can make a difference in Facebook sharing my content with other people, letting them know that you like it. It just shows them that other people may want to see my video. So y'all doing that, or even my posts, y'all doing that really helps. I'm seeing growth on my YouTube channel and also here on Facebook, and it just really, I appreciate y'all so much. I have some goals that I'm going to be sharing with you soon, but it's just fun to be a creator and to share with other people. And I just love seeing new friends hopping in and telling us where they're from. It's just so awesome. So thank you guys. Well, it is almost Christmas. Let me know if you have your shopping done. I have started, but I'm not completely done yet, but that's okay. Our family typically celebrates at New Year's. We have a New Year's party, a fondue party, and we've done it most years for almost 40 years now. And it's just a lot of fun. We invite all kinds of people stop in for fondue. And over the years, it's just become a tradition. And so that's usually when our family gets together. You know, both of our children are grown now and they're both married. And so it makes it complicated a little bit. You have to learn to share as a mom when your kids are married. And so that's when we will celebrate. So I get to kind of take advantage a little bit of the after Christmas sales. That'll be fun. So I still have a little time. But let me know if you're done with your Christmas shopping. So it's a busy time of year. We have been making holiday cards now for several months. And so typically I get the project ready for our Facebook Live the weekend previous to the Wednesday. I didn't do that this week, y'all. We were super busy, super productive. And so last night after a meeting, I still didn't have anything to share with you today. And so I thought, what am I going to do? And I don't like putting that kind of pressure on myself, but that it is what it is. That's where I was. So I knew I had received a card sketch in an email from Mary Fish at Stampin' Pretty. She's one of the top demonstrators in Stampin' Up. Lovely person, so creative, and just does beautiful work. And she shares so much. And so I knew I'd seen that card sketch. I think it actually even came to my inbox within the last couple of days. And I thought, let me pull a card sketch out. If you're not familiar with card sketches, they are a wonderful way to spark your creativity. So if we are super busy, if we're tired, if we're stressed, if we haven't crafted in a while, sometimes it can be difficult to get those creative juices going, and we struggle a little bit. So if you have card sketches, and you can find a ton of them on Google Images, Pinterest, Facebook, if you have a sketch, it just is a jumping off point. So of course, I'm putting my own spin on this sketch. It's not going to look exactly like this. I did want to draw your attention to her sketches not having measurements, which I love, because this is just a guideline. I don't have to do it exactly like it is here, and I'm not going to. So it's actually going to give you another idea of how to put together a card with the same components, but just I'm actually going to turn it the other way. So this is our sketch. I'm going to set it aside for right now and show you some of this new product that I've been promising. This is the Adorable Owls stamp set. You can see why it's named that, right? So stinking cute. So adorable. And it's got 3 cute little messages as well. So this is a free stamp set that you're going to be able to get your hands on during celebration in January and February when you place an order of $50. There's several different offerings that you can choose from, but if you love this stamp set like I do, this will probably be one of the first ones you redeem for. So it is a free stamp set. It is a red rubber stamp set. So cute, so detailed, and so fun. So I also had some other inspiration. Last night was our team Christmas party and bingo night. So we have a team of super inspired stampers is our name, and we call each other sis. And so it really is an extension of our family. We love to craft, we love to share our talents, and each month we have a meeting. We kind of go over some business as far as what Stampin' Up has going on. Being a demonstrator is a little bit different than being a customer. We get a few more perks, and so I like to kind of go over what is going on with Stampin' Up and what's coming in the next month or two. And then we also have recognition. There's lots of different ways to achieve what you want to achieve as a demonstrator. We are independent Stampin' Up demonstrators. So some of us just use our discount, and that's awesome. And there is no pressure to do any more than that. Some of us have classes. I've got a couple of our team members that do classes at a senior citizen center, so shout out to Jan and Judy. And they inspire the people that come to the senior citizen center, and they just make people happy. And that is so awesome. We've got a couple people that sell paper pumpkin kits. Sorry, guys. And so Gail is one that has a paper pumpkin meeting, more like I do, a club each month. Sorry, hold on just a second. Oliver, come here. So there's lots of different ways to be a demonstrator. But we have our meeting each month. We get together. We inspire each other. Last night was our party, and we did what's called a virtual swap. So people brought a project or a family tradition. That was really cool. A couple people shared those of what they do at the holidays, and we shared together, had a brief meeting, and then we played bingo with a twist. And this was one of the prizes. So if you've ever done a bingo event with me, you know that we love prepping for bingo. It's one of my favorite events to get ready for. And one of the things that we do that I think kind of sets us apart is we make a tag for each of the prizes. So last night we had 16 prizes for Team Bingo, and I wanted to make a tag for each of those prizes. It just really makes it even more fun. And we use the Adorable Owl stamp set. This is actually one of the prizes LaDonna won, and she also got the mini blending brushes, so you'll see those coming soon. And Dale colored all 16 of these little owls, and we put like a little Christmas hat on them. And it really inspired me when I saw the sketch. What I saw in this focal image was an owl. right? So that's what we're going to do today. I am not a good colorer. Dale is awesome, and he was so sweet and kind to color 16 owls for me. I'm going to give it a shot, y'all. I've done a little bit of prep work, so you're not here all day with me coloring. But the Stampin' Blends makes it so easy to color, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to use this as inspiration, and we're going to make our card with an adorable owl, and I kind of followed what Dale did with the coloring. Now, I'm also pulling in some new designer series paper. This is called Country Floral Lane. It really is our Valentine suite, but it also is going to be super versatile, and we're going to be able to use it beyond Valentine's. So let's take a look at this paper. It's 12 by 12. You get 2 of each design, and it is just so pretty. Very feminine, very pretty. And here you'll see, yeah, that's not Valentine-y, is it? This is the sheet we're using today. Super, super cute. I love the colors. And then here is the B side. Very versatile, right? We can use this for lots of projects coming in the spring, because that really is what our mini catalog in January is. It's more springtime products, because as crafters, we work ahead for our holidays and events, right? So isn't this cute? Love it. We set that aside. And then I guess I'll go ahead and show you the card that I created, and I may bring that sketch back in one more time just so that you can see that I used the different components here, but I turned it. Look at how cute it turned out. I'm so happy with this, y'all. And I would have never come up with a card like this without the sketch from Mary. So super, super cute. And we're going to make this card. I'll show you how. Okay. So I've done a little prep work ahead of time. I told you that. We're starting with a piece of thick basic white for our card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we will burnish that fold. And I also like to run my bone folder along that cut edge. Okay, next up we're using actually the A and B side of one of these pieces of this pretty paper. So this is just kind of the background, and we're going to put this piece on, and it is cut at 5.5 by 1 3/4. Wanted to keep the measurements nice and easy today. I was making this card late last night. So we're just going to pop this on. It's not centered. It's coming away from that left side a little bit. And it looks like I didn't cut that exactly at 5.5. I think it's okay though. I may have had it just a little bit crooked. So came over maybe what, inch and 1/4. So got a little bit more room on this side, maybe. And then this piece, and I'll go in and edit the description of the video too. So this piece that has the hearts on it is 2 1/4 by 4.5. And we're just going to glue this down as well. And I'm going to bring it up just a tiny bit from the bottom so I have room to put my cute little bow. And I may have moved this one over a little bit more than the other, and that's okay. Again, that is just, I did center this one more, but it's okay. It's going to be fine. It's just a guide to help get us jump started, because my little holiday brain, I couldn't think of anything to do with you guys. And I thought, let's just go ahead and share some new product. That will be fun. So this will be available soon for y'all, and I think you're gonna love it. Great catalog. Stampin' Up was sharing with us in our leaders meeting on Monday that it was a historic pre-order. Demonstrators get to order a month in advance. It was a historic pre-order. Lots and lots of pre-orders placed by demonstrators for these new products. Now, we're using Stampin' Blends today, and I know this looks like a lot. I'm not using all of them, but I wanted to point out that our Stampin' Blends come in a set. And so like this is Orchid Oasis, and you get a light and a dark marker in the set. And that really helps you with your shading. I'm going super simple with my coloring today. I'm not doing shading. I'm not getting fancy. But I know a lot of you are awesome at that. And so it's nice that you have the 2 shades that come in that pack. So you want to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink when you're using your Stampin' Blends, because they are alcohol markers. And when you use Memento and you let it dry for just a moment, then that will not smear your black outline as you color. You do want to protect your work surface when you're coloring with Stampin' Blends, because they can bleed through, and I'll show you that. If I remember to, I will show you that as we're moving along here. Now here is just the stamped image, and then I've got one that I went ahead with my gray granite, and I went ahead and colored in the owl, because that's the part that really didn't bleed too much, but it does come through. So that's the part that's going to take the longest. So I used light gray granite, and you'll see that the top of the head is a little bit darker. I just went over that a couple more times. I could have used the dark, but it was easy just to add a little bit more color. And then we're going to use the dark Sweet Sorbet, and you'll see there is a fine tip and a broad tip, so brush or bullet tip. I really like using this smaller tip. Gives me more control. This is a small image, and so I want to try to stay in the lines as much as I can. I think we have a squirrel that is taunting Oliver this morning. Oliver, come here, love. Sorry, y'all. This is just my life with this boy. So just adding that to the little hat, and then you do want to make sure that you click that cap back on and you keep your markers really nice. Now you'll notice this one is a color lifter, because I went over that line just a little tiny bit. And it's not magic, but it does move that color away just a little bit. So that looks better now. And then I'm going to use my Orchid Oasis, the light Orchid Oasis, to color in the eyes. Don't know that I can really talk and color, y'all. There we go. So just really kind of tapping on that color, because it is a small space. And then I think, let me look, because I think this is SU 900. We have kind of like the skin tone markers. SU 800. And so this one I'm going to use for the beak. Now when Dale colored those other ones, he used Pumpkin Pie, the light, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm coloring in the beak and the little feet. So you can see that didn't take long at all. Just tap that color into place. So here's my cute little owl. It's precious. I love it. Okay, we're going to add that to a scallop circle that comes from the layering circle dies. And you know, of course, I also had to bring in my stylish shapes dies. I feel compelled to use these pretty much every day. They're just an awesome die set. I cut the owl image out from that, and then I use this banner, and you'll see that in just a moment. And so we're ready to layer this on. And I'm going to move my blends because I've got a lot of other stuff on my table. Let me move those over. So if you love to color, Stampin' Blends are amazing, because I am not good at coloring. That really didn't bleed through too much. but it really does make you feel like a coloring rock star. Super easy. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Thank goodness, because I am not perfect at really anything. That's okay though. Okay, we'll let our cute owl dry just a second. We'll get rid of this one. I'm going to color that one later for something else. And now we are ready to add our focal image, and of course we're going to pop it up with Stampin' Dimensionals. So let's add some of those. And I wanted to congratulate y'all too. Last week we made some tags on Facebook Live, and I asked you what Rudolph's girlfriend's name was, and many of you got it right. It was Clarice, and I forgot to mention that at the end of the video. I know, y'all, that's a lot of dimensionals, but it's how I roll. I do not want the Postal Service to smash this card down to nothing, so I want to give it some substance. So we're going to add our cute little owl, and I actually came down just a bit, probably right about there, maybe over just a tiny bit. You know, we're recreating this card, but every card's unique. And then I went ahead and did my stamping of my sentiment so I could cut it out and not do that on camera. This is just a little scrap of Designer Series paper that I stamped my sentiment on. So let's bring in some mini dimensionals for that. I can find them. I love our minis, but you can always cut your regular dimensionals down if you don't have minis. We're just going to put it on one end, our little minis. You actually get that one on the banner. There you go, Carrie. And we're going to put a little bit of liquid glue on the other end because we've already got our owl popped up. Okay. Little touch of liquid glue down at this end. And we can add our sentiment. Well, I may have, this one's going to look a little bit different. It's okay though, right? It's going to overlap our owl just a little bit more than my first attempt, but that's okay. I'm going to try to get that evened up. I think that looks pretty good. It's easier to use to move the end with the liquid glue. Try to get that straight. Looks pretty good. So you can see there we've got our sentiment on. And then we need a couple of embellishments. So we're actually using Sweet Sorbet, which is not a color that I pull in a lot. And we have a Sweet Sorbet ribbon. I went ahead and did my bow ahead of time. Let me turn it the other way. Again, I thought it would take me more time to color than what it did. And I don't want to keep you guys too long. Come on, bow. So we're just putting a little Sweet Sorbet bow there. Now this ribbon is in the annual catalog. So I think it's fun that in the spring we're going to be pulling in Sweet Sorbet as a color. Not one that I use a lot, but it looks like I'll be using it more with this sweet paper. So we've got our bow on. And now let's bring in some brand new embellishments. Let me look and see what these are called because I'm still learning. They are Pastel Adhesive backed Sequins. And I'm going to show you a little trick here. I haven't done this in a while, but this is a little bit bigger packaging. You can actually slit the side of the packaging and pull them out this way. I really like to do this with sequins. For one thing, it helps me on video because I'm not rustling around with the packaging trying to get them out. I'm not losing them on my desk, having them out already. And you can actually just pull it out just far enough to use take your pick tool or the end of your snips to pick up your sequin, and you don't end up with sequins getting lost. So we're just going to do that. So that's an awesome tip, you guys. And I think on this card, I'm going to put the sequin over here. And then I may even add a couple up above. That one stuck to my finger. Because I positioned everything a little bit differently on this card. So I may even bring that up on that white space. Let's do that. We'll pick up one more. And it stuck to my finger too. And now I lost it. I watch other people and they're able to pick up their embellishments and, you know, be like a professional. I just struggle with that, but that's okay. Okay, then I just slide my embellishments back in and I can put these in my box where I store them and they're nice and protected. But isn't that a great idea? I think I learned that from LaDonna. Okay, there is our version of this card. And we've got our adorable owl. Here's my original sample. And let me bring that sketch back in too, so you can see it. Oops. Dropped my paper. And grabbed the wrong one. So here's our sketch. We just turned it and did it a little bit differently. But isn't that fun? I hope you like this card, and I hope that you're already falling in love with these products. They are awesome. You're going to love this catalog. I do have catalogs ordered, so if you've purchased with me in the last 6 months, you're already on my list to receive a catalog. If not, message me, and I can tell you how you can get one. Let's take a look at a couple things. I have received some happy mail, but it's Christmas cards, and so I'm displaying those, so I will show you those later. And I want to tell you that we do still have the last chance list going for our holiday catalog, our July to December catalog that is retiring. So there are still some great deals. You can check out my website at stampwithct.stampinup.net. Hit shop and you can go in and see the last chance list and see the sales that we have, the discounts still available. It's while supplies last, so you definitely want to do that sooner than later if you need some holiday products. So this catalog is going away. And then we have the gorgeous new mini catalog. I can't show you inside just yet, but trust me, it's beautiful, amazing products. That's where you will find that Country Floral Lane Designer Series paper. And then in the celebration brochure, you will find the adorable owls stamp set. Now, one last thing before I go today, I want to tell you something exciting. We have free shipping tomorrow, y'all. 15th of December, Stampin' Up! Is offering free shipping, and it's on a specific dollar amount, but you can check that out on my website or on this page on Facebook. I'll have more information, but I know how much you love free shipping. I do too. So take advantage of that. If there's something that you want, it's a great time to really kind of double dip because we've got lots of sales going on with the last chance list and free shipping. You can really save yourself some money. Now, if you're looking for a Christmas gift, it is beyond the point that we can promise that things will be here by Christmas. So, you know, just keep that in mind. And then I also do have gift certificates available in any dollar amount for those crafters in your life. If you need a last minute gift, if you need a gift certificate, I can help you with that. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here today. Oh, I didn't pick a winner. I'm going to have to post it. That totally slipped my mind. We had the seasonal sequins that were our prize from last week, and I didn't pick a winner, but I will post it on my page. So I use a random number generator on my phone, so I will do that in just a minute and post it. Sorry about that. And then I do have some of this cute ribbon pin that we used today, a full bolt, and it's sweet sorbet, so that will be our prize for next week. Be sure to leave a comment if you want to be entered for a chance to win, or hit that heart button or thumbs up, give me a reaction. You can share the video too. I've been getting lots of shares lately, and I really appreciate that as well. Y'all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Thanks so much.